Okay, no job number yet. This is called Access Condos. This is for Beth Zollers at Morris Management. Private community where it's gated. Gate code is 96 or pound 9696. You have to walk in because there's no permit park, or it's permit parking only inside the property. Now on the outside of the property, there's a bunch of parallel parking available. So this is the boundary. This is a south entrance and a north entrance. It circles all the way around. There's a lot of parallel parking on both sides of the street here. So what we're looking for when we go on the property is the grind and overlay, south side of the community drive aisle. Root removal at stalls 104, 105, and remove the curb. Then grind down the trip hazards, which we do not do, by the dumpster. So we're going to look and see. I think it's old posts that are sitting in there right now. So it might be something that we could take a hand grinder and grind down the actual wood posts so they're not a trip hazard. But we'll go see. And then striping. Okay, I'm going into the south entrance right now. But there's your parallel parking that you see. Okay, south entrance. Okay, so I found out that the person gate does not use the pound 9696. It's actually the main gate. It also says visitor spaces require a valid visitor permit. I know that if we're in here working, we'll be fine. Just like this guy is right here. All right, so when you come into the main entrance, they want to do a grind and overlay. Probably start, there's a lot of sensors here, so we got to keep this in mind. I got to ask the customer what she wants to do with this, because you could see it goes like this and then runs all the way down to the gate. You've got another sensor closer to the gate. You've got a sensor that's over there, and it runs across the road here. So we got multiple areas where there's that sensor. So we'll have to ask about that. Down the middle, you see a lot of alligator cracking and just, just major long line cracks. Cracks right here. You've got a speed bump along here. She said she didn't want to deal with the parking stalls except for at 104 and 105. So here at 104 would be a full depth remove and replace. We're going to go with 2.5 inches because it looks like it's only about 2.5 inches thick. It's not very thick. But we got tree roots going in here on stall 104. Okay, so you got an 18 by 9 install 104, and then install 105. Same thing, 18 by 9 tree root removal, and then there's curb that we'll have to replace. We'll only need to replace this little section of curb here, so that's going to be a 6-foot piece of curb to have to remove and replace. Now that I think about it, why don't we do the whole 18 feet, so that way when we redo the asphalt, we can put curbing right on top. Okay, so when we rip out the curb, we'll want to make sure we do asphalt where the new curb is supposed to sit. Okay, so which is like about another, I'm still good, I think, at 9 feet, because these are only about 8.5 feet wide. So if I go with 18 by 9, that means we can pave underneath where those curbs are after we remove the tree roots. Some pretty good sized tree roots under there. Okay. The grind and overlay, she said south side of the community drive is going to go all the way up through here. It's going to go from the end of the stall line there, which you can see there's some tree roots that are all the way out into the drive aisle. So there's going to be a little bit of tree root removal to do. And then on the other side, we'll go as far as the gutter here on these drive aisles. So we'll go to like just underneath, so we're not having to go underneath the carports. So we'll go from stall line to the gutter. All right, this goes all the way down. I'll show you where it stops. Drive aisles only, not the parking stalls. You got tree root damage in some of these areas along the way. So there's going to be multiple areas of tree root removal. We're not doing anything with that stall. We're just making our way all the way down the main drive aisle. You've got a catch basin here, so we've got some iron. There's going to be some fire lane stencils to do on this property. If we do a grind and overlay, actually, take that back. Well, we'll look when we go back out this way. We might not have to do any fire lane stencils. If anything, maybe put in there for one set of no parking fire lane stencils that are 12-inch and they're yellow. Okay. This catch basin here, we've got that'll have to be, well, actually, it looks like it's sitting pretty good. We just gotta, when we go to do our grind, just clean that up a little bit. When we get to this area right here, we'll do a grind kind of at an angle here. Well, I take that back. Hold on. So these are wood posts that were here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 4x4 wood posts that need to be ground down because they're considered trip hazards. You've got one that's right here too, so let's count that as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right there. If we do our grind and overlay, we can come right off of an angle here at stall 131. So let's also include about 8 feet of 4-inch white stall striping. We'll redo the 8-inch reserve stencil and the 12-inch 131 stencil. If the grinder can go through and grind down this wood as we're doing the asphalt, then I'd say let's just run the grinder right over the top of it and grind this down. We're going to do 2 inches grind and overlay, okay? And we're going to go at an angle from the corner here, where this is at stall 130, just go at an angle over to the corner of the trash enclosure. And then from here, we'll try to capture this post here, right along here, and then we'll make our way back down the drive aisle here, and then we will stop. We'll stop right at the speed bump because all of that's new paving. It's a new development, so we'll stop just before the speed bump here. Okay, we'll go across. We'll do that. No parking fire lane stencil. All right, so let's count two no parking fire lane stencils that are 12-inch yellow as striping. We'll get that little bit of that 8 foot of 4-inch white stripe to do there. The reserve stencil, the 131. And if we can't grind this down with the actual grinder, then what we want to do is we'll want to bring out our like roto hammer or jackhammer or something like that, and then just bust out the wood posts as deep as we can, so that way when we go to do the overlay, we can go right over the top. We don't have to take the posts completely out. We just need to get them shaved down so that we can do asphalt over the top. Okay? I think the customer was thinking that we would do a grind and overlay over to this corner and then make our way over, but I think it makes sense to grind this whole section at an angle in the drive aisle, come over to here where the line is, where that seam is right there. That's where we would stop, right about there, angle it over towards the post, and then over towards the corner of the roof. I believe that's gonna do it. So I don't think she asked for me to do anything else. If we have to stripe everything in here, then I will include it in the notes on Workman's dashboard. But other than that, it's really just a grind and overlay on the asphalt, and then full depth removal, install 104, 105, and then take out those old posts, grind them down so we can overlay over the top. Okay, any other questions? Let me know. Like I said earlier, there was two entrances in and out of here, so we can have this end closed down when we go to do this work, and they can go out the other side. Thanks.